Good morning, students. Welcome to the session. In this session, we are going to discuss the principle of homogeneity, and after that, we will see uh, which type of questions can be asked on the basis of principle of homogeneity. So, if you have not studied this topic, then you can watch this video, and I hope that I promise that this video will be very useful to you. And now we are going to start the session. So here we are going to start. So this is the one question which we are going to discuss, and the question is, if A, B have same dimensions. Students, please note down the first question that we are going to discuss. Very basic question, we are starting from very basic question. And going to this question I want to share that we have to discuss first, you can say we have to discuss firstly which of the following. Okay, so we have to discuss the principle of homogeneity before going to this question. So before proceeding to this question, we have to discuss the principle of homogeneity. So let's start with the principle of homogeneity. So principle of homogeneity states that if there are some physical quantities, like you can say, let's suppose there are two physical quantities. Let's suppose there are three physical quantities. One is A, one is B, and one is C. So there are three physical quantities. Principle of homogeneity states that if we add A into B and we write it equal to C, if we add physical quantity A in B, then equate it to C, then the dimensional formula of A should be same as dimensional formula of B, same as dimensional formula of C. Like you can take the example here. If I add 2 kilometer in 7 kilometer, so if I add 2 kilometer in 7 kilometer, then I will get some physical quantity whose value will be 9 kilometer. So students, here you can see dimensional formula for this is length L1 and L1. So that means same dimensional formula, the physical quantities which have same dimensional formula, only that can be added. But two physical quantities which can have different formula, that can be divided, not added. Like if A and B are the two physical quantities which have different dimensions, then we cannot add A into B and we cannot equate it to some physical quantity C. Like if I take the example, let's take I have area of 10 meters square and I have mass of 4 kg. So let's suppose B is the physical quantity which has mass, so its value is 4 kg. So 10 meters square cannot be added to 4 kg, and this will also not give another physical quantity C. So C is not possible here because addition of these two is not possible, 10 meters square plus 4 kg. So that means what we can do, we can add only that physical quantities which have same dimensions. Like if I am adding A in A plus B equal to, okay, A plus B plus C equal to D, it implies that the dimension of A should be same as B, same as C, and same as D. That means all the four physical quantities have same dimension. Let's discuss this thing in detail. Same thing can be implemented during the subtraction also. If I want to subtract physical quantity B from A, if I have to write A minus B equal to C, then we have same condition also. The MLT formula of A should be same as MLT formula of B, and if the two MLTs, like this is kg minus kg, then we get the result in kg. So that means if A and B have the same dimensional formula, then obviously C will have the same dimensional formula. Now see, one two more examples. Now let's write A, let me see, A plus BC. A plus BC equal to D. Now this equation can be true, principle of homogeneity. Now see, principle of homogeneity. Dimensional formula of A will be equal to dimensional formula of B into C. Like I will give you the example, and then it is equal to D. Like if I give the example, you can note down. D is, let's suppose, L square. D is given area. So D has the dimension L square. B and C, let's suppose B has dimension L, C has also dimension L. So multiplying these two will give me L square. And area A, let's suppose A is dimensional, A is the formula, A is the physical quantity having area. So this can be also true. So in today's lecture we will discuss this type of questions also. So that's why I have discussed this thing also, that how we can say about a particular relation. So let's start with the very first question. I am taking here very first question, and if you will understand this question, then we will continue this lecture up to very good level, you can say. So here students, I am taking some examples. Okay, wait for 1 minute please. Yes, here. Yes, here. Okay. B square. Okay, right. Okay, so here is the first question that we have to discuss. First question is saying that if A and B have same dimensions, note down the question. He is saying if A and B have the same dimensions, which of the following physical quantity is possible? So which physical quantity can be obtained when A and B are the two physical quantities which have same dimensions? So students, how to understand this question now? You can take the example. You can take simply example. Let's take A and B have same dimension. Take A as length and B has also length. So if you want to write the complete formula, then you can write complete formula here. So complete formula for E will be M0, L1 and T0. M0, L1, T0. In the same way, you can write here the dimensional formula for B. Dimensional formula for B will be also M0, L1 and T0, because they both have the same dimensions. Same dimension means the powers of dimensional formula is same. So now see which of the physical quantities is possible. So you can check first one, a square minus b. So if I want, if I write some physical quantity a square minus b is equal to c. So let's suppose c is the physical quantity which is obtained by a square minus b. So a square means L square minus L, because b has the same dimension as a, but we have squared the dimension of a, but we have not squared the dimension of b here. So L square minus L, is it possible? Let's discuss the next case. Is it possible? So that you have to think. B square minus a square, dimension of b is L, its square is L square, and then a square, dimension of a also L, so it is also square. So is it possible? I will discuss that things. Wait. Third, b square minus ab. So b square means L square, then minus L into L means a into b. So L into L is again L square. Then we have a plus b square. A plus b square means L, plus b square means L square. Now see which one is following the principle of homogeneity and which is not following the principle of homogeneity. If you will understand this question, then obviously I will say that you can do the science stream easily. If you are unable to understand this question, then you have to recap it. You have to watch this 12 to 13 minutes video again. Then you have to think again, you are getting this thing or not getting this thing. I am repeating one thing more, one thing again, that a and b have the same dimensions, and I have taken L and L as dimension of a as a formula, means a and b both have length only. So this is for my understanding, this is not given, this I have taken for my understanding, and I have mentioned the formulas. Now which one is right, you can check here. Firstly, L square minus L, so this formula will be eliminated because this is not possible. A square minus b, if a's power is twice, if a's power is 2, then b's power should be also 2. If a's power will be 3, then b's power should be also 3. Now see second, a b2 minus a2, okay, b raised to the power 2 is there, a raised to the power 2 is there, this is possible. L square minus L square, principle of homogeneity is right here, so b is the possible value. That means b is the physical quantity which can be possible, but this question can be multiple correct also. So you can check here. Third one is b square minus ab. This ab is giving me the dimension of b square, L into L, so L square minus L square, you can see this is again possible, so c is again possible. So b and c both are possible. Now see D option, a plus b square, L plus L square, so this is again not possible. So for this question my answer will be, for this particular question my answer will be option number B. So that means for this question option number B and C can be the right answer. So option number B and C can be the right answer for this particular question. I hope you got it. If you got it, then it's good. If you not got it, you can rewatch this video in first 10 to 12 minutes. Then we have to proceed to next question. So now we are moving to next question. So students, now you can see next question is on your screen. You can see next question, and now we have to see how to approach this question, because approach defines your career. How you are looking at the question, and how you are thinking to solve that question, that is the thing that you have to see in yourself. So here you can see next question. Let's see how to solve this one. So he is saying, the examiner is saying here, there are two physical quantities A and B. Okay, I am taking the example of only two physical quantities in the starting, but after some time, after 2 to 3 questions, we will move to 3 or 4 physical quantities. Okay, but in the starting I am taking the example of two physical quantities only. So there are two physical quantities A and B having different dimensions. Now concentrate here. This is the next question. So two physical quantities, two quantities A and B have different dimensions. That means A is different from B. If A is mass, then B can be length. If A is mass, then B can be acceleration also. So that means A and B are now different. Earlier in the first question we have seen both A and B have the same dimensions. Now the two physical quantities A and B have different dimensions. Now further he is asking which mathematical operation given below is physically meaningful. He can ask you about the physical quantity also, or he can ask you about the mathematical operation, which mathematical operation given below is physically meaningful. So this is the another question. Now can you try this question? You can try this at your own end, but now you can pause the video and try this question for 1 minute. After 1 minute you can come here. Okay, let's solve it. So here you can see A and B have different dimensions. So according to the principle of homogeneity, it states that only same dimension physical quantities can be added. So that means if A and B have different dimensions, like I was saying, A is having a length. Let's suppose A is having mass. So mass plus length. Let's suppose 4 mass plus length. So this is not meaningful thing. So mass plus length cannot be added. We know this thing, and we have started with the principle of homogeneity, definition of principle of homogeneity. That means if we want to add A plus B, if we want A plus B as a physical quantities, then the dimension of A and B should be same, but they have different dimensions. That means this is not meaningful. Option number B is not meaningful. In the same way, option number C is A minus B. This is also not meaningful. So two options are eliminated now. Two options are now eliminated. Third one is A equal to B. This will be also eliminated because 4 kg mass cannot be equal to length. 4 kg mass, let's take the example. 4 kg mass cannot be equal to 3 meter length. This is also meaningless thing. Now one is pending, that is A divided by the B. Students, if you know the velocity formula, in velocity we divide length by time, distance by displacement by time. So when two physical quantities have different dimensions, like you can see, let's take the example of AB here. Let's take A as displacement now for understanding only, B as time. So if I divide A by B, then I can get velocity. Yes, I don't have the value of A. I don't know which physical quantity, what are the dimensions of A. I am just taking for my understanding. So if the two physical quantities have different dimensions, then they cannot be added, they cannot be subtracted, they cannot be equated, but they can be multiplied or they can be divided. Students, note down this point please. If the two given physical quantities, note down this point, if the two given physical quantities have, if the two given physical quantities have different dimensions, I am repeating the thing, if they have different dimensions, then which relation is possible? Multiplication of that two physical quantities, multiplication of that two physical quantities, or division of that two physical quantities is possible. Addition and subtraction of the two physical quantities which have different dimensions, that is not possible. So I hope it is now clear that option number A will be the right answer, or you can say if A and B are the two physical quantities having different dimensions, then option number A, that is A by B, this will be the physical quantity which will be meaningful. So this physical quantity, this mathematical operation is a meaningful relation that we can get from A and B. I hope it is clear. Can I move to the next question now? If anyone is having any doubt in the first two questions, then he or she can please discuss about this one. He or she can please drop the message here, or you can ask the question on my personal mobile number also. So this is if anyone is having doubt, then he or she can please ask. Now we are moving to the next question. So now we are moving to the third question. You can see, and you can pause this video and try this question. Now I am going to start. You can pause this video and try for the answer. Now read the question. The question is saying two physical quantities A and B have same dimensions. This is the key point that you have to note down. The physical quantities which are given, they have the same dimension or different dimension. This is the first key point that you have to find in the question. So now A and B are the two physical quantities which have same dimensions. So that means if A is having the area, then B is also having the same dimensions, then B is also having the area. So he is saying now which mathematical operation given below is physically meaningful. So physically meaningful is based on the principle of homogeneity that we have seen. So if A and B have same dimensions, then we know the physical quantities which have same dimensions, they can be added. So A plus B is a meaningful physical quantity. We can add kg in kg. So if A is kilogram, A is the mass, then B will be also mass, because they have the same physical quantity, they have the same dimensions. So kg plus kg is possible. This is the principle of homogeneity. We know, we have discussed it earlier. So that means from the given options, A plus B is the possible physical quantity, or you can say meaningful physical quantity. A minus B, this is also meaningful. A multiply B, now we know A into B, this will be always meaningful. This will be always meaningful. That means if A and B have same dimensions, then it is meaningful. If A and B have different dimensions, then it is also meaningful, because we can multiply kilogram into kilogram. Let's take the example. Kilogram, A has the dimensions, A is mass, so kilogram into multiply kilogram. So we can multiply same dimensions also, like kilogram into kilogram also. And in case B has some different dimensions, let's suppose it has dimensions meter square, B has. So then we can multiply these two also, kilogram into meter square. That means the fourth result, which is A multiply B, this will be true for both the conditions. Either A and B have same dimensions, or A and B have different dimensions, so it is always true. And in the same way, kilogram, we can divide kilogram by kilogram also, or we can divide kilogram by meter square also. So that means option number A, which is A divided B, this will be also true for both the cases. Either A and B have same dimensions or A and B have different dimensions. So this is the question that you have to understand. If you are getting what I am saying, then it will be beneficial. Otherwise this is just a wastage of time, and you have to think that in which way you are going. Now because you are new students, you are just coming from the 10th class, and your 10th class examination was not there. Still some students have opted for non-medical and medical by their choice. So you have to think, you are getting my what I am saying or not. If you are getting, then it's well and good. If you are not getting, then you can drop a message on my personal number. This is my number for any suggestions or any doubts. So this is my mobile number. You can drop the message here, or you can contact Mr. Shushil also regarding any question. So three questions, I think 3 or 4 questions we have discussed up to this point. Now we are moving to the next question. So students, now we are going to discuss the next question. The question is on your screen, and you can try this question. You can pause this video. After that you can see the solution. So let's start the question. Now we are discussing the question with 3 physical quantities. Up to this time we were discussing the question having 2 physical quantities like A and B, but in this question I have taken 3 physical quantities P, Q, R. You can see. So you can pause the video and try this question. Okay, I hope you have tried, and now we are going to discuss. You can tell your answer. So now a question is saying, if P, Q, R are physical quantities having different dimensions, that means one can be area, one can be mass, one can be length or volume. So different dimensions, we cannot guess about the dimension, which what dimensions P have, what dimensions Q have, what dimensions R have. We cannot guess about that thing, but we can discuss about the combinations. So that thing you have to pay attention during that time. So he is asking, which of the following combinations can never be a meaningful physical quantity. So he is asking, which of the following can never be the meaningful quantity. So let's see which of them can never be. Okay, so students, I am starting with this first one, P minus Q. If we are saying P, Q, R have different dimensions, then P minus Q, can we do this thing? P minus Q, let's break it. P minus Q divided by R, we leave it first. Can we perform this numerator operation? P minus Q. P and Q have different dimensions. Let's suppose P is L and Q is L square. So we cannot subtract length minus length square or length square minus L. So that means P and Q, if P and Q have different dimensions, then this P minus Q operation is not possible. So if P minus Q operation is not possible, then obviously this operation is not possible. So it can never be a meaningful physical quantity. So option number A is the right answer. Means this is not possible case. Now see, this is possible, PQ minus R. Let's understand. PQ minus R. We have to make now assumptions. Let's suppose P have the dimension L raised to the power 1 by 2. Now I am assuming it. Students, now this thing I am assuming, and Q have dimension L raised to the power 3 by 2. because they have the different dimensions. So we cannot take its power 1 by 2. So P has now L raised to the power 1 by 2. Q have L raised to the power 3 by 2. And this will multiply and it will give me L raised to the power 2. So let's write here L raised to the power 2. So from here, in the second expression, you can check here. Dimensional formula for P is L raised to the power 1 by 2. Dimensional formula for Q is L raised to the power 3 by 2. Dimensional formula for R is L raised to the power 2. All three have different dimensional formulas, or you can say all the three have different dimensions, but this equation is a meaningful equation. You can check, it is giving me L square minus L square, so it is meaningful. In the same way, you know, PQ divided by R, this is also meaningful because we can multiply mg, we can multiply kg into meter, so we can multiply two different physical quantities and divide with the third one, kilogram into meter divided by length. This is meaningful physical quantity, you know. And then this is the same thing, PR minus Q. In this case again you can take the example L raised to the power 1, L raised to the power, okay, you can take the example L raised to the power 1 here, L raised to the power 2 here, minus L raised to the power 3 here. Okay, L raised to the power, wait, it is L raised to the power 3 minus L raised to the power 2 whole square. So this is again meaningful. It will give me L raised to the power 4 minus L raised to the power 4, which can be meaningful. Divide में बच्चे कुछ भी हो सकता है, divided by R, anything can be, okay, divided by R means L cube. तो डिवाइड को तो हम लीव ही कर सकते हैं. वी कैन रिड्यूस दिस डिनोमिनेटर. फर्स्टली वी हैव टू चेक subtraction and addition case. So this is L raised to the power 1, this is the dimensional formula for P, this is the dimensional formula for R, this is the dimensional formula for Q. So you can check here, all three have different dimensions, but still this is possibility. So now in this way you have to find and you have to assume, you have to evaluate that which result can be true or which result can be wrong. So these are the basic things you have to remember, you have to keep in your mind when you are doing the questions. So I hope it is clear. So for this question, PQ are the physical quantities having different dimensions. So which of the following combination can never be the meaningful physical quantity? So P minus Q, we cannot perform this operation if P, Q, R have the different dimensions. So P minus Q cannot be evaluated or we cannot perform this operation. So that means for this question, option number A is the answer. A will be the answer. This result cannot be obtained. This is possible, and this option is also possible. Only option number A is not possible. So that's why option number A will be the right answer for this question. I hope this question is clear. Can I move to the next question? If any doubt is there, then you can drop the message. Okay, one option is there. So you can take the screenshot of this question. So we have discussed, I think, 4 questions. So now we are going to discuss the last question for this type of questions. From this type of questions we are discussing one last question. After that, in the next video we will discuss the questions of principle of homogeneity. These are the also questions related to principle of homogeneity. Okay. Okay, so let's take the same question. Let's take the same question with the same dimensions. Okay, control that. Having now P and Q, P, Q, R have the physical quantities having same dimensions, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग कॉम्बिनेशन कैन नेवर बी द मीनिंगफुल। तो इनमें से कौन सा कॉम्बिनेशन है जो मीनिंगफुल नहीं होगा। सो लेट्स सी नाउ यू हैव टू अगेन चेक। ओके, यू कैन check this question. You can pause the video and try this question. If P, Q are the three physical quantities having same dimensions here, P, Q, R have the same dimensions now. They have same dimensions. Which of the following combination can never be meaningful quantity? तो इनमें से कौन सा meaningful quantity नहीं बनेगा? That you have to find. You can pause the video and try this question. So let's see how to approach this question. In this question, students, you can see P, Q, R, they have the same dimensions. So P minus Q is possible. Yes, P minus Q, we can perform this operation and we can divide it with R also, because now P and Q have same dimensions. So that's why we can subtract the physical quantity Q from physical quantity P. So that means relation number 1 or option number A is possible. Then see second one, PQ minus R. So PQ minus R, see PQ R have same dimensions. So that means P has length dimension, Q has also length. So L1 minus dimension of R is also same, L1. So this is giving me L raised to the power 2 minus L raised to the power 1. So that means this relation, option number second, is not possible. PQ minus R, this is the physical quantity which, or you can say this is the mathematical operation which is not possible. Let's see the next one, PQ divided by R. This is the easy one, multiplication and division, that is always right. So this is again right, but this is not possible. Second relation is not possible, PQ minus R, that is wrong. Now see the D option. In the D option you can see this is PR minus Q square. Same option, L into L minus L square. So this is what, this is L square minus L square, which is physically possible. So divided by R, that is also possible, divided by L. So that means for this question you can see here, which as we have discussed, this option is possible, this option is also possible. First option, P minus Q divided by R, is also possible. So that means we have only one option which is not possible for this particular case. So PQ minus R, option number B, can never be possible, or you can say this is not making a meaningful sense. So this option is not possible. So for this question, option number B will be the right answer. So I hope you have seen these easy questions. I think we have discussed approximately 5 questions here. So some questions I will provide you in the homework also. So in within 1 to 2 days we are going to discuss this topic. So that's why I have created this video, so that you can go through this topic first and then we will discuss, then you can easily understand this topic. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you feel that this video is useful to you, then you can like this video, you can share this video, and you can also subscribe to our channel, so that whenever I will upload a video you will get the notification of that, or you will get that video in your YouTube section. So thank you so much, take care, bye bye, see you in the next video.